Welcome back to this Let's Play of the original official campaign for Neverwinter Nights 2. Last time we cleared out the outside of the Iron Fist clan stronghold, working on one of Kelgar's little missions so that he can become a monk. I may not actually turn him into a monk. I think I'd rather have him as a fighter, but, you know, for variety I might do so. We'll be getting another sort of fighter-ish character pretty soon. The bugbears here who have taken over the place are apparently not happy about our messing around with their defenses. And, well, you know, we're just gonna have to clean up as usual.
Ogre lover.
Spotted some enemies over here.
Unfortunately, my characters have this wonderful tendency to run away from buffs when I cast them. Fortunately, Iron Skin Chant affects a large enough area. It doesn't, it's hard for my characters to avoid it. And it's actually a very useful buff just from the standpoint of, yeah, it's not that great, but you get a lot of uses of it, and against weak enemies it keeps you from just taking damage. That's, you know, useful. What's not a useful buff is this greater resistance, which I'm just going to cast for the fun of it. It gives a long duration, it's 24 hours, which is 48 minutes. An hour of spell duration is 2 minutes. It gives a 48-minute long, plus 3 to all saving throws. Yeah, I guess that's okay, but that chest has a strange part in it, which you'll need for later. I thought I saw... Yep, there are a whole bunch more enemies here. I'm gonna have everybody kind of gather up. Cast another Iron Skin Chant, which is very effective against arrows, because arrows don't do much more than the 5 damage that Iron Skin Chant absorbs. And then we'll go off into the fight.
Attack! Attack! Attack!
Alright, battle. Get ready to meet Grub. Take this! And this! Take this! Take this! Take this! Hope you're ready for the fighting fury and this!
There's such a... I may have to stop using Grog Arch. This is so weird.
Take this!
Come on, follow me! Keep up! Get on up!
Right.
Attack! Let's attack! Attack!
And this! Take that! Here I come! Hope you're ready for the fighting fury.
I suppose I could use some bigger attacks, but why? Don't seem to be having any problems, just casting haste and cleaning up. So, there's a side room here that they charged out of. Let's see what's back here. Nothing. Great. Once you clear this area, you will come back here at some point, so it's not... I guess that's strange, that not everything is as useful as it should be. You know, there's just empty areas. I mean, I guess it wasn't empty, it had bugbears in it originally, but, you know. Over on the wall here is a vein of ore. These are part of the stronghold that you will get later in the game. Just click on them when you see them. They're worth a couple XP to find, but don't lose any sleep over them. Let's see, is there anything else back here? There's another door. I'm gonna make sure that I get through all these side areas. Don't want to miss any bugbears, or in this case, Grishk. I'm not sure what Grishk is. An ogre, probably. Nothing a little Iron Skin Chant and haste can't handle. Yeah, maybe I want something bigger here. Yeah, maybe I really do want something bigger.
Yeah? Something you want? Let's see what they're made of.
Unfortunately, I don't really have... I'm not going to use a fireball in this fight. Yeah, he's basically dead. trap that did 6 damage. Be still, my beating heart. This Watchman's Club is just, I mean, it's a club that has a, what does it do? It gives bonuses to listen and spot. I'm actually going to hang on to that. There's a spot check you have to make later in the game, and
Oh, yes.
we'll see if I can make it using that. And also this Moonstone Mask, which we got off Mara. And even though I have no skill in spot, I think it only requires an 8 skill. So I'm going to just rest up, be right back. I'm avoiding casting all the buffs I have just from the standpoint of it's just tedious to go through them all. But sometimes it's worth it. Sometimes, well, I just don't need that much power. Especially in areas like this where I'm fighting, you know, trivial enemies like bugbears, and it's just sort of, I can throw, instead of casting Stone Skin at anybody, I can just cast Iron Skin Chant, and, you know, that prevents most of the damage. It's just, occasionally I run into enemies that are not quite as trivial, and I actually have to, you know, think a little bit, but... I'm not going to try and be subtle about it. I'm just going to go straight in.
Battle. Get ready to meet Grabnar.
Oh, if you try to issue a voice command during a fight, it will cancel whatever else you were doing. So in this particular case, I was trying to have my companions hold back so they didn't charge directly into the fireball I was casting. Yeah, okay, that didn't work out. Not like we needed the fireball. I haven't actually been doing anything with these monster body parts, but they're fairly simple. I'm giving Eleni this mortar and pestle, and more or less all you do is use the mortar and pestle on the body part, and you get an essence, or, well, just do it over and over again to get more and more essences, and I'll do all that off screen. It's really tedious.
Yeah? Something you want?
This pile of gold here is... I guess it's 873, that's not nothing, but it's not what I'd call a lot either. Oh. This is just the back door from the way we came in.
Oh, yes.
Come on, guys. Stop getting caught.
Yeah? Something you want?
I have more trouble with that with this character than with some, because my character, as a barbarian, you get a just speed boost? Spood beast? Yeah, spood beast. Fresh spood beast. Which is an insult in some cultures. Yeah, not in this one. I mean, who knows what bugbears find insulting? Probably nothing. Not too much left of the map. We must be getting up on, well, whatever it is we're supposed to be doing here. So I'll throw around a couple more buffs just for the fun of it. Extended haste, much better than the basic, just from the standpoint of, well, not having to recast it in the middle of the fight is important.
Doesn't look like anything dwarves would have created. Too complicated.
Oh, hold on a moment. I remember hearing about something like this. I think. Well, you see that lever? It's connected to the grommet underneath the casing, which connects to that gear over there. Are you sure you don't want to know how it works? It's really quite fascinating.
Just get on with it, gnome.
Well, this device opens the door. The problem is, it won't work.
And you can point out we found this part.
Ah, of course! I'll have this working in just a moment. There we are. Might want to stand back just in case. Good, good. Now I'm pulling the lever. My, that worked better than I thought. Was worried the whole thing was actually some kind of Death trap!
Okay, well, the whole point of bringing Grobnar along here is for this line of, you know, just congratulating him on that for some influence.
Oh, yes. Why, thank you. And yes, let's see what it was protecting. Maybe something even more complicated.
And I may have cast Extended Haste for no reason at all, but, well, it's there. And just looking through, you know, around the wall, yeah, there are some more enemies over there. They're not active yet, though, so I'm going to heal up and buff up and be right back. Now that we're suitably overpowered, let's go deal with this bugbear boss guy. He more or less said, "You killed my brothers, good, less to share." Well, I'm not going to have to share anything either, so...
Nature would have to say.
Right. What an idiot. Does he have anything interesting? Halberd +2. No, the other perk to Grobnar is that he has, like any bard, he has a crazy amount of lore skills, so... Ring of Protection +2. I'll actually have Grobnar use it, and
Yes.
I'll pass the Ring of Protection
Everyone, follow
+1
me.
on up to Eleni.
Come on, follow me. Keep up.
Not a whole lot going on in here. So we found some gauntlets, and Kelgar recognizes them. Anyway, they're a clan relic. And apparently these are a part of a set item. We'll find a hammer that goes with them later in the game. That's why I've been giving Kelgar weapon focus and specialization in warhammers. And you get a whole bunch of influence with Kelgar if you give them to him. But we're going to have to report back to Kolmar, and we'll do that next time because we're out of time. So I'll see you then.